Cheryl Curtis with the group NoDataCenterCitrus.org, and I'm here with Dr. Holli Herndon, candidate for Citrus County Commissioner in the 4th District, running against incumbent Rebecca Bays and candidate Jennifer Grogan. Our organization, No Data Center Citrus, has endorsed Holli Herndon because we strongly believe that she is the best candidate to protect our county from the rapid overdevelopment that we are currently experiencing. She also has the wisdom to oppose the proposed rezoning that would expand the Holder Industrial Park and allow for a data center to be built there. So let's meet the candidate, Dr. Holli Herndon. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. And please tell us about yourself and your connection to Citrus County. So who is Holli Herndon?
Absolutely. So you'll hear Dr. Holli Herndon, but everybody knows me best as Call Herndon. She's here to help. That's usually what my reputation has been. And so I came here when I was 7, started first grade here. And a lot of people say, were you born here? I can't take the privilege of saying that. But Citrus is all I've known through my childhood. And when I met my husband at 17, we both loved it so much we decided we wanted to start our family here. So we've raised 2 wonderful children in Citrus. And then started our business here, and very much looking forward to the future of having our grandchildren here and retiring in Citrus one day. So Citrus County has been everything. You know, when you go on vacation, some people look forward to vacation, we look forward to coming home. And this is just such a wonderful place to be, and there's no other place like it.
Okay, great. And you're an educator, correct?
I am. Yes, ma'am. I've been in education since 2008. I went into teaching, and it was one of those jobs that you don't go in for the money, you go in for the difference that you can make. And I have found that throughout my life, that everything that I find myself in is to make a positive difference. I had a young family, my daughter at 19, and even then I started a group called Moms Helping Hands, where we had mothers who needed things that were struggling. We would all get together and share items. As one child grew out of something, we would share it with another mother. So it's always been about putting things together to help enhance our community and the people in it. Currently, my husband and I have a 501c3, Peer Leaders in Engineering, and it's a youth engineering program where we bring kids in and introduce them to mentors in the community and teach them trade skills, culinary, life skills, really with a purpose to make Citrus County the best place to prosper.
That sounds wonderful. So tell us, what motivated you to run for county commissioner?
Actually, it was not something that was on my list of things to do. And I think for the best people who are considered politicians, it's not something that you're aspiring to be. So I was in a conversation with a community member. We were talking to them about our nonprofit. And this person said, you know, people like you and Tim just don't run for office, people who could really make a true difference. And I said, well, why don't they run for office? And he said, because it can get ugly and it's a really tough thing to do. And it sat with me in the way of when something won't leave you and you just think on it and think on it. And I went back to this gentleman and I said, I can't get that out of my head. Something is pulling me towards that. And he said, I want you to pray on it for a little while and just see. He said, you'll know if it's the right thing to do. Well, I got a call from another person who said, have you ever thought about running for office? We could really use your skill set. And I knew that this was something that I needed to do for our community, and maybe it was one of the things that I wasn't looking for, but it was something that was looking for me.
Very interesting, yeah. Now, if elected, what would you do differently than the current incumbent Rebecca Bays? Why should someone vote for you?
So I am very much about the people's voice and bringing people in. So what I have learned throughout my life and my career is you understand what you know and what you don't know, and you surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. And that's how we get the greatest things in life done. One of the things in being a commissioner is listening to the people before there's a problem, not waiting until people are outraged. Our citizens need to feel like they're part of the process. Citrus County is a family. It doesn't matter how many residents we have. We are one. We're all sharing the same space. We're sharing the same nature coast. We're all trying to prosper and thrive here. And as a commissioner, it is our job to put our people first. And the incumbents' decisions have brought question to whether the people are being listened to or whether they're always being put first and foremost. With a background in the district, I've worked on bidding contracts, building contracts. When I look at our commission contracts, it brings me to a lot of questions about how developers are ending up with better deals than we are as residents. And bringing me to how we're doing things together. There's a team of 5 in that commission. So it's very important for our voters to look at how things are playing out, how the teams are broken down, how decisions are being voted on, really. Who are the people that you see voting a lot for the growth and the development and things that may make you question why we're doing them, and who is voting for things that make you feel secure and like somebody's watching your back. So for the voters, it's my job to be on the side of the team of watching their back, because our citizens deserve nothing less.
Thank you for that, yeah. And how can the citizens of Citrus County learn more about you and your platform?
Absolutely. The first and foremost thing I tell them is find anybody in the school district who's worked with me, because I believe reputation speaks volumes. We are in such a delicate time where people have been hurt for so long that it's so hard to trust now. It's hard to know that somebody is actually there for you. But I believe actions speak louder than words. So for information about me, www.herndonhereforcitrus.com. They can also email me anytime. I love getting emails from people. That's my favorite thing, to wake up to emails and answer questions or concerns. That is herndonhereforcitrus@gmail.com. And also I'm online on Facebook. They can reach out to me anytime there. But I love talking to people. So getting invited out to events, talking to people at forums. I feel like if they can ask me their questions, then they can understand who I am and gain what my vision is.
And do you have any meet and greets set up that are on your website where they could go to
I
find
do
out?
actually. So our meet and greets, we have really focused on supporting local business, because local business is the heart of our community, and we need to support them. So Sleepy Hollow has offered to have us out on June 11th from 7 to 8. We're going to be at a meet and greet there. We have another one coming up on the website at Aggregation. And then we have a few more that are setting up from there. So if you go to the website, I've got them all listed in the forums to be able to come out and meet your candidates. The most important thing for me is an informed voter. The commission is far too important. This is not an advisory board. These are people who are making decisions that impact our lives and the quality of life we're going to have in the place that we love. So it's very important that people get out and vote, and that they're informed about their vote.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for that. And one last question is there anything that we haven't discussed that you want the citizens of this county to know?
I am very excited to be ready on day one. With my experiences in contracting, long-range planning, relationships, I present nationally on community partnerships. Those are all things that I feel like our county really need. And a workforce perspective, I'm a teacher, my husband's a plumber. When those tax bills come in, we feel them like everybody else. And I think that's important, that when you're representing the people, you understand how that feels, that you're in touch with how they're feeling and what they're going through. The other thing I feel like is important for people to know is that I'm down to earth in the point where you can stop me in the grocery store. You can say, hey, I need you to come over to my area and look at this for me. I need them to know as a commissioner that they have a partner in this.
Okay, yeah. So, so you've just met the candidate running in the 4th District, Dr. Holli Herndon. Her website again is herndonhereforcitrus.com. Check it out, and maybe you can go to one of those meet and greets.